I think in American society today, unfortunately, we've disconnected our mind from our bodies, and furthermore, our bodies from our spirit. And so, it's no wonder why depression rates are high, and there's a lot of mental health issues like anxiety and a lot of different factors that are just plaguing, society. And when I was growing up, I was diagnosed with depression and had a series of mental health, things going on, and a lot of stressors with my home life. And I think Western medicine, every option that I went to was a doctor who prescribed antidepressant, and then really wouldn't see you or conduct talk therapy until you're on your medication. And I think that there's many people who suffer a poor quality of life, I think, because of it. And psychedelics kind of found me at a time where I needed it, the most. I'll be very honest with you. I think before I discovered psychedelics, I didn't think I would live past 30. And, it wasn't like an arbitrary number that I'd set, but I think just the pain that I was going through of just surviving each day and trying to navigate, I basically told myself that I wouldn't make it that long. And, there were some times um, where I was ready to give it all up. And funny enough, I'm like, let me just smoke one more joint and just enjoy the last puff. And that gave me a different perspective and a little more time to consider, what's worth living for, and how much more I have to give and how much more I have to share um, with society, and really give my gift. So, um, that's why I poured my last, better part of a decade into the legal cannabis industry. And when psychedelics started to become decriminalized in some cities, I really had a devotion to just help progress the healing power of these plants in any way possible. Both, natural psychedelics and synthetic psychedelics, as well. I think they each have their place. So that's why we created Psychedelic Passage. We thought about what people need today and right now. And, though the legal barriers don't allow us to provide the medicine, I think there are people who are, willing to undergo these experiences. And if people are going to have these experiences anyways, then I want to impart, my lessons and help and support. And one of the biggest things that I didn't have was a support system or anybody to really talk to about these things. And sure, you're mostly doing these things, at least for me, very early in my journey. You're doing these things very recreationally, and so it's, you don't talk about the wild time that you had on a Saturday night, and it's hard to unpack and unprocess these things. So, you have these amazing experiences, and then when you don't have anybody to talk to, they kind of fade away. And the most meaningful experiences that I've had have been the ones where I put the most intention and preparation into.